Alright boys, so Konami decided to give a shout out to a card that is like 13 years old, coming from Metal Raiders. There's a new artwork of a really old card getting, I guess, a mustache now, and that is Starboy. I don't know if he's getting an evolved form, but it's been, like I said, 13 years. This guy came out in Metal Raiders. This is a long time ago, boys. But anyways, so maybe we can figure out the effect via some of the cards that are kind of related to it, because Konami did not actually reveal the effect. They just said sample, so you guys can't read the effect, but it's got 1400 attack, and it's got a link of 2. But anyways, how these guys work is, as long as they remain face up on the field, well, this guy at least, Starboy, he increases the attack of water monsters and he decreases the attack of fire monsters by 500. Now, there's another star card that has the ability to increase the attack of light monsters by 500 points and decrease the attack of dark monsters by 400 points. So, I don't know if this card is going to be like anywhere related to it, but it definitely does seem like the artwork is very similar. You guys can see the tentacles here. Looks like he just got an upgrade with his mustache, but maybe it's going to be something like decrease the attack of your opponent's monsters and increase your monsters. That's maybe my guess. I don't think it's really worth investing into like Starboy and the Hoshin Ningen over here. I think that they're just like legacy cards. It's cool to see that we're getting like artwork that is related to, again, cards from Metal Raiders, but that's a new guy that got announced. We got a few new cards to check out, and then I want to showcase off a replay using a really new card. But anyways, so here is a new trap card called Metaverse that's pretty simple. It's a trap card that says take one field spell card from your deck and either add it to your hand or activate it. And that's actually pretty good to just be able to like use a field spell like in a trap form. And you know what's funny is they hit, well, what did they hit? Terraforming? Then we got this card at multiple now. So I guess it is technically slow. You can't just terraform straight into the card and go for your combo, but at the same time it basically means that relatively quickly you'll be able to get your field spell, because some decks, they only really need the field spell to stop your opponent from doing things. I know the Metaphys is an archetype that really needs the field spell, that is a newer deck coming out in the game. So I don't know, the whole thing of having terraforming hit doesn't really matter. It is slower though. I will definitely agree with you guys on that, unless you, of course, you're activating like Temple of the Forbidden Kings and you go for a turn 1 Metaverse. But yeah, it's just nice to actually have a little bit of more consistency with some of the decks that really required field spells, like Necromancers, Necro Valley from the Gravekeepers. But anyways, next up, we got a card called Replenishment Squad, and a lot of people are saying this card is broken. Anyways, it is definitely similar to a Supply Squad, which was an older card people used to get some extra draw power, but it basically just got kind of outclassed. It was a little bit too slow. But anyways, we have Replenishment Squad. It's a continuous spell card that says, if you take 1,000 or more damage for your opponent's monster's attack or from an opponent's card effect, you draw 1 card for each 1,000 points of damage you took. Now, I think Konami messed up here. I think this should have been like once per turn, because I got a replay over here showcasing it off. Let's go ahead and check it out. So let's go ahead and see how good is the new card Replenishment Squad. Keep in mind, it does not have an effect where you only have the ability to draw like once per turn. And it does have to be by an opponent's attack or card effect. Otherwise, if you could do damage to yourself, you could probably do some crazy like FTKs with this card, potentially. But this is definitely going to be a Trolls card. I think that it's going to be used in like Exodia. Final Countdown is not the hottest deck right now in terms of like a troll deck. Who knows, maybe they'll get some support later down the line. I know that Destiny board had some support come out. I don't know if it's going to be viable for that, but you guys will see how good this card is in action over here. Thanks to MAGUSLUCIS, we're going to be seeing how good the card is. But I don't really know if it has a place in the meta. Keep in mind, it is a slower card because your opponent's going to see it. It's not like a trap card where they're going to be like, oh, surprise, we're going to draw a bunch of cards. So he's going to activate Battle Fader, so he takes no damage. This way he's going to be able to draw multiple cards by having multiple Replenishment Squad. Keep in mind, that's every single, like, 1,000 damage, which you guys will see soon. So, 1,000 damage, it's going to proc its effect. You're going to draw 1 card from the first one card from the second one. Waboku's activated. He's negating Waboku with his Yang Zing card. But he's going to take 2,400 points damage. For each one, he's going to draw 2 cards. You guys can see it's getting really dirty here, and he's going to draw another 2 cards for each. And that's already 8 cards, 9, 10 off of just these 2 cards. And that's why I feel like, oh my gosh, this card could get really dirty for some of those really annoying decks. Exodia, Heck, I don't know if people were trying Final Countdown in 2017, but I know that this card will be really only used in cheesy decks. But let me know, guys, if you guys would use this in like every deck. I know for a while every deck was playing Supply Squad when they kept on, just having extra free draw power. It's not bad, but I feel like the game is in a state where it's really, really fast. And again, they're going to see this card. It's a face-up card. They can go for another card, destroy it, and then you're out. But obviously the deck's going to have a bunch of Battle Faders and Swift Scarecrows, so you guys can kind of prevent yourself from dying. And then there's also Accumulated Fortune. And then there's the Hope for Escape, which technically lets you draw when you're low on life. So it works really well. But let me know, guys, if you think it's broken. Like I said, a lot of people are like, dude, this is broken. Another $100 card. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't think it's going to be used in every deck. Again, it is a slower card. Your opponent is going to see it. But we got some other cards to check out, so let's go ahead and check them out. But next up we have Trap Crawling on the Star Relic. So it's a normal trap card for Star Relic. So you can activate one card with this card's name per turn. So you shuffle into the deck 5 Star Relic cards with different names. Other than Trap Crawling Star Relic among your hand, in your graveyard, on your face-up field, and your banished cards, then draw 2 cards. So that's really good. That's like a Pot of Avarice, but from everywhere. That's probably one of the craziest draw powers. You can reset some of the cards maybe that you've already used for the Star Relic archetype, and then on top of that, it's good. There's no other deck that really has like a Pot of Greed, or I guess I should say like a Pot of Avarice. There is, I guess, the TG one too, but those aren't really hot right now. Star Relics, they have a lot more potential than, say, some of these older decks. Like, I know the Psychics had like a Pot of Avarice, essentially 2 in a trap form, but this is a newer card. Let me know, guys, how you think about this in the viability of it in the meta. But it's definitely one of the best, like, Pot of Avarice trap cards, because, like I said, a lot of these archetypes have these cards, but they're always, like, from the graveyard. This one is, I don't know, from the hand might not be the best thing, but the most important thing is it also works in your banish zone. That's pretty big, because there's so many cards coming out that are going to have the ability to banish. But anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts on any of the cards. I'm really excited to see what the heck this card does. Keep in mind, guys, this is, like, 13 years old. We'll have to wait and see if it's any good. You know what I really hate? Like, I don't know if you guys remember Target Orc, but they hyped up the thing. They're like, we're not revealing the effect, and it comes out with the effect, and it's not even good. And before, this card is like, your opponent loses 100, you gain 100. I'm thinking it's going to be something along the lines of that, but let me know your thoughts on any of the cards that we talked about down below in the comment section below. And I also want to know if you guys feel like Replenishment Squad is broken. A lot of people are saying this card is super OP broken. I don't know. Again, I just don't feel like it's like that, because, again, it's a little bit slower of a card. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing some new cards, and if you enjoyed the video, drop a like on it. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see more new Yu-Gi-Oh cards.